Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you one simple question. Why do you understand English, but you cannot speak it? Think about it for a moment. When you listen to English, you understand many words. When you read English, you understand the meaning. You know grammar rules. You know sentence patterns. But when it is time to speak, something strange happens. Your mind becomes blank. Your heart starts beating fast. You feel nervous. You feel afraid. Words disappear, and you stay silent. If this feels like your story, you are not alone. Millions of English learners around the world face the same problem every single day. They study English for years. They go to school, they watch videos, they read books. Still, when someone asks them a simple question in English, they freeze. They think, what should I say? They worry about mistakes. They worry about grammar. They worry about pronunciation. And because of this fear, they stop speaking. But let me tell you something very important. This problem does not mean you are weak. It does not mean you are bad at English. And it does not mean English is difficult for you. It only means one thing. You learned English the wrong way. You were taught to memorize, not to speak. You were taught to pass exams, not to communicate. Now here's the good news. This video can change your English forever. Yes, forever. Not by giving you long grammar rules, not by forcing you to memorize big words, and not by making you feel stressed or afraid. Today, I will show you simple daily habits, very small habits, easy habits, habits you can use at home, habits you can use alone, habits that slowly train your brain to speak English naturally. You do not need perfect grammar. You do not need a native speaker friend. You do not need expensive courses. What you need is the right method, a simple method, a daily method, a method that works even if you are a beginner. So watch this video till the end. Do not skip, do not rush. Every part is connected. Each habit builds on the previous one. By the end of this video, you will understand why speaking English feels hard and how to make it easy. English fluency is not magic. It is not talent. It is a habit. And today, you will start building that habit. Chapter 1. Why you are not fluent yet. The truth no one tells you. Let me tell you something honest and very important. If you are not fluent in English yet, it is not because you are not intelligent. It is not because you are weak. And it is not because English is too difficult for you. Many people believe that only smart people can speak English fluently. This is a false belief. It is not true. I have taught English for many years, and I have seen very intelligent students who could not speak. At the same time, I have seen average students who spoke English with confidence. So intelligence is not the reason. Then why does this happen? Why do you study English for many years and still feel stuck? You go to school, you learn grammar rules, you memorize tenses, you pass exams, but when someone talks to you in English, you feel lost. You understand the question, but you cannot answer. This happens because English was taught to you as a subject, not as a language. You were trained to remember rules, not to use them. You learned English with your eyes, not with your mouth. Let us talk about one big problem: fear. Fear is the biggest enemy of English learners. You are afraid of making mistakes. You think people will laugh at you. You think your grammar is wrong. You think your pronunciation is bad. Because of this fear, you stay silent. You choose not to speak. But here's the truth. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teachers. Every fluent English speaker made thousands of mistakes. They did not stop. They did not wait to be perfect. They spoke, they failed, and they learned. Another big problem is thinking in your native language first. This is very common. You think in your own language, then you try to translate into English. This takes time. Your brain becomes slow. You feel confused. While you are translating, the conversation moves on.
You miss your chance to speak. This makes you feel embarrassed. Over time, your confidence goes down. You start believing that English is not for you. Now, let us talk about grammar. Grammar is important, but grammar alone cannot make you fluent. Many learners memorize grammar rules for years. They know present tense, past tense, and future tense, but they cannot make a simple sentence when speaking. This is because grammar knowledge is passive. Speaking is active. You cannot speak by remembering rules. You speak by habit. Just like you cannot learn to swim by reading a book, you cannot learn to speak English by only studying grammar. Here is something no one tells you. Fluency is not a talent. Fluency is a habit. Just like brushing your teeth, just like walking, just like talking in your own language. You did not learn your first language by studying grammar. You learned it by hearing it every day and using it every day. English works the same way. When you make English part of your daily life, fluency comes naturally. Let me say this very clearly, and please remember this sentence. You are not bad at English. You were just taught the wrong way. This is not your fault. The system failed you. But now you have the power to change this. You can learn English in a natural way, a simple way, a stress-free way. In the next chapters, I will not give you theory. I will not confuse you with difficult rules. I will show you exact daily habits, small habits, easy habits, habits you can start today. These habits will slowly reprogram your brain. They will remove fear. They will build confidence, and they will help you speak English naturally. But everything starts in one place, inside your mind. If fluency is a habit, then the first habit must begin with how you think, and that is exactly what we will talk about in the next chapter. Chapter 2. Train your brain to think in English every day. Now that you understand why you are not fluent yet, let us talk about the most important step in your English journey. This step happens inside your mind. Before you can speak English confidently, your brain must feel comfortable with English. This is why thinking in English is so powerful. Many learners believe thinking in English is difficult. They think it means making long, perfect sentences in their head. This is not true. Thinking in English is much simpler than you imagine. Thinking in English means using English words naturally when ideas come to your mind. That is all. It does not mean perfect grammar. It does not mean big vocabulary. It simply means replacing small thoughts in your native language with English words. This habit slowly trains your brain to stop translating, and when translation stops, speaking becomes faster and easier. Let me remove your fear right now. You do not need full sentences to think in English. You do not need correct grammar. You do not need tense rules.
At the beginning, one word is enough. Yes, just one word. If you see a chair, think chair. If you see water, think water. If you feel tired, think tired. This is thinking in English. Simple, easy, no pressure. Most learners fail because they try too much too fast. They force full sentences. Their brain feels tired. Then they stop. Instead, start small, very small. Your brain loves simple things. When learning feels easy, your brain accepts it. When learning feels hard, your brain resists it. Now, let me show you daily habits you can use from today. These habits take no extra time. You do not need books. You do not need a teacher. You only need awareness. The first habit is naming objects around you in English. Look around you right now. You may see a phone, a table, a window, a door, a bag. Name them in English inside your mind. Do not speak, just think. Phone, table, window, door. This habit is powerful because it connects English with real life, not with books, not with exams, with real objects. The second habit is talking to yourself in short lines. This may sound strange, but it works. You already talk to yourself in your native language. Now you will do the same in English. Keep it very simple. When you wake up, think, I am awake. When you feel tired, think, I am tired. When you are thirsty, think, I need water. These are real thoughts. You think them every day. Just change the language. Let me give you some easy examples. If you are hungry, think, I am hungry. If you are busy, think, I am busy. If you are happy, think, I am happy. These sentences are short, they are useful, and they repeat daily. Repetition builds fluency, not complexity. Now here is a very important moment. Think about how children learn language. Children do not learn grammar first. They do not learn rules. They hear words, they repeat words, they make mistakes. No one laughs at them. Over time, their brain naturally understands patterns. Grammar comes later, speaking comes first. Your brain still learns language the same way. Age does not change how the brain learns language. Method does. This is the emotional truth I want you to remember. Your brain learns English the same way it learned your first language, slowly, naturally, through daily use, not through pressure. Many learners say, I cannot think in English. This is not true. You can think in English. You just have not trained your brain yet. Thinking in English is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. At first, it feels weak. That is normal. Do not stop. Even 1 minute a day is enough in the beginning. Here is a simple daily plan for thinking in English. In the morning, name 5 objects around you in English. During the day, say 3 short sentences in your mind. At night, think 1 sentence about your day, like, today was good, or I am tired now. This takes less than 5 minutes, but if you do it daily, your brain will start changing. Do not worry if your thoughts are slow. Do not worry if words do not come. Silence is also part of learning. Just stay consistent. Remember, thinking in English is not the final goal, it is the first step. Because thinking is good, but speaking daily is necessary. In the next chapter, I will show you how to speak English every day, even if you have no partner, no friend, and no confidence. Chapter 3. Speak English daily without a partner or fear. Now let us talk about the biggest excuse that stops most English learners from speaking. Many people say, I have no one to practice with. They believe that without a partner they cannot improve. This belief feels true, but it is wrong. Waiting for a perfect speaking partner, the perfect time, or the perfect situation, you may wait forever. Fluency does not come from waiting. Fluency comes from doing. Think about this. When you learned your first language, did you always have a partner? No. You spoke to yourself. You talked while playing.
You talked while walking. You talked while thinking. Language grows through use, not through permission. English works the same way. You do not need someone to listen to you. You need to hear your own voice in English. Let me introduce you to solo speaking habits. These habits remove fear, they remove pressure, and they build confidence slowly. The first habit is mirror speaking. Stand in front of a mirror and speak English to yourself. Look at your face. Look at your mouth. Say simple sentences. You do not need long speeches. You can start with, hello, my name is, or today I feel good. The mirror is powerful because it feels like someone is listening, but no one is judging you. Over time, your fear decreases. Your confidence grows. The second habit is daily routine speaking. Talk about what you do every day. Your life is your best teacher. When you wake up, say, I wake up. When you brush your teeth, say, I brush my teeth. When you eat, say, I eat food. These sentences are simple. They repeat every day. Repetition creates fluency. Do not try to sound smart. Try to sound natural. The third habit is explaining your day in English. At night, take 2 or 3 minutes and speak about your day. You can say, today I worked. I felt tired. I ate dinner. This habit helps you organize thoughts in English. It connects thinking with speaking, and it builds flow. Now, let me give you a very simple daily structure. This structure makes English part of your life, not a separate activity. In the morning, speak English for 2 minutes. Say how you feel. Say what you will do today. Keep it short. Keep it easy. In the afternoon, speak English for 2 minutes. Talk about what you are doing. Talk about your work or study. At night, speak English for 2 minutes. Talk about your day.
talk about how you feel now. That is it. 6 minutes a day. Small effort, big result. Here is a very important truth. 5 minutes daily speaking is better than 1 hour weekly. Many learners study once a week for a long time, then they stop, their brain forgets. Fluency needs daily contact. Even short speaking every day trains your brain to stay in English mode. Now, let us talk about confidence. Confidence does not come from perfection. Confidence comes from repetition. The more you repeat, the more comfortable you feel. The more comfortable you feel, the less afraid you become. Mistakes will happen. This is normal. This is good. Mistakes mean you are learning. If you never make mistakes, you are not growing. Do not wait to speak perfect English. Perfect English does not exist. Real English is simple. Real English has mistakes. Even native speakers make mistakes. What matters is communication, not perfection. I want to reassure you, you do not need to be brave to start. Speaking daily will make you brave. Courage comes after action, not before. Now, here is an important retention moment. Speaking alone is powerful, but it is not enough. If you only speak, you may repeat wrong patterns. You must also hear English correctly. Your ears must learn natural English sounds. Your brain must hear real sentences. That is why listening is the next key. Listening creates natural sentences. Listening improves pronunciation. Listening makes speaking easier. In the next chapter, I will show you how to listen to English the right way. Not hard listening, smart listening, simple listening. Listening that builds fluency without stress. Chapter 4. Listen smart, not hard. How listening builds fluency. Now that you are speaking English every day, even without a partner, it is time to talk about another powerful habit, listening. Many learners listen to English, but they do not improve. Why? Because they listen the hard way, not the smart way. They try to understand every word. They translate in their head. They feel tired, then they quit. This is not how listening should feel. Listening is important because it trains your ears. It helps your pronunciation. It helps your sentence flow. When you listen to English daily, your brain starts recognizing patterns. You start hearing how words connect. You start feeling how sentences move. This makes speaking easier and more natural. Let me explain this in a simple way. When you speak, your mouth needs instructions from your brain. Listening gives those instructions. If your brain hears correct English daily, your mouth will slowly copy it. This is why children learn pronunciation naturally. They listen first. Speaking comes later. Now let us talk about smart listening. Smart listening is easy listening. It is short, it is simple, it is stress-free. First, use short videos. Do not watch long movies. Do not listen to difficult news. Short videos are better because your brain stays focused. 1 to 5 minutes is enough. You can repeat them easily. Repetition is the key. Second, use simple English content. Choose content made for learners. Slow speaking, clear pronunciation, simple words. If the content feels hard, it is not helping you. Easy content is not bad. Easy content is smart. Third, repeat, not translate. Translation kills listening. When you translate, your brain stops hearing English. It switches to your native language. Instead, listen to the sound, listen to the rhythm, listen to the emotion. Meaning will come naturally over time. Now let me give you some beginner techniques. The first technique is listen and repeat one sentence. Play a short sentence. Pause. Repeat it. Do not worry about mistakes, just copy the sound. This builds muscle memory. Your mouth learns how English feels. The second technique is copying the speaker's rhythm. English has music. It goes up and down. Do not speak like a robot. Listen to how the speaker stresses words. Try to copy that rhythm. This makes your English sound natural. Here is a very important top moment. Do not try to understand everything. Understanding 60% is enough. Yes, enough. If you understand every word, the content is too easy. If you understand nothing, the content is too hard. 60% is perfect. Your brain learns best in this zone. Let me remove the pressure of perfection. You do not need to understand every word to improve. You do not need to stop and check the dictionary all the time. Enjoy the sound of English. Let it flow. Your brain is smarter than you think. Now let us connect listening with speaking. Listening feeds speaking. When you listen, you collect sentences. When you speak, you use those sentences. If you do not listen, you will struggle to speak. If you listen daily, speaking becomes easier. Words come faster. Sentences feel natural. Here is a simple daily listening plan. Listen for 5 minutes. Repeat 1 minute. That's all. Do this every day. Small habit, big result. Now here's the retention hook. Listening is powerful, but it is still not enough. You must use English in your real life. Not from books, not from lessons, from your daily actions. In the next chapter, I will show you how to use simple English every day without books, without pressure, and without fear. Because real fluency comes from daily life English. Chapter 5. Use English in your real life every single day. Now we come to one of the most important parts of your English journey. This is where English stops being a subject and starts becoming a part of your life. Many learners study English for years, but they only use it in books or classes. Because of this, English stays in the head, not in the heart. Real-life English is different. Real-life English sticks in your memory because it is connected to actions, feelings, and daily experiences. When you use English in your real life, your brain remembers it naturally. You do not need to force memorization. You do not need long study hours. Your brain loves meaning. When English is connected to what you are doing, it becomes meaningful. That is why you remember words from real situations faster than words from a textbook. Let me explain this in a simple way. If you read the word cook in a book, you may forget it. But if you say, I am cooking food while cooking, your brain connects the word with the action. This connection is strong. This is how fluency grows. Now let us talk about daily life habits that bring English into your routine. The first habit is thinking about your plans in English. Every day you make plans. You think about what you will do next. Now do this in English. Ask yourself simple questions like, what will I do next? Where will I go? What should I finish today? These questions are small, but they train your brain to think forward in English. The second habit is describing actions while doing them. This is very powerful. When you are walking, think, I am walking. When you are cooking, think, I am cooking food. When you are working, think, I am working now. These sentences are simple. They repeat every day. Repetition builds fluency. The third habit is asking simple questions to yourself. Questions activate your brain. They make you think in English. For example, what am I doing now? How do I feel? What do I need? These questions are real. They come from your life. That is why they work. Let me give you some easy examples. When you wake up, think, what will I do today? When you start cooking, think, I am cooking food. When you finish work, think, I am tired now. These sentences are not advanced, but they are powerful because they are real. Here's a top moment I want you to remember. English becomes automatic when it is connected to actions. When English moves with your body, your brain stops translating. It starts reacting. This is real fluency. Many learners think they need complex sentences to sound fluent. This is another false belief. Fluency is not about big words. Fluency is about ease. Simple English spoken smoothly is better than complex English spoken with fear. Here's an emotional truth. English becomes part of you, not a subject. When English is part of your daily life, you stop thinking about rules. You stop worrying about mistakes. You start expressing yourself naturally. Now let me show you how to combine everything you have learned so far. You think in English, you speak daily, you listen smart. Now you use English while living your life. This creates a full English environment around you. You are not waiting for class time. Every moment becomes practice time. But there is one final habit that decides everything. One habit that separates learners who become fluent from learners who quit. This habit is not about talent. It is not about time. It is about consistency. Consistency means doing small things every day. Not once a week, not when you feel motivated. Every day, even for 5 minutes. Consistency builds confidence. Consistency builds fluency. In the next chapter, I will show you how consistency works and how to build a simple daily system that keeps you moving forward even on bad days, because consistency is the real secret to unlocking English fluency. Chapter 6, Consistency over Motivation, the habit that changes everything. Now we reach the most important chapter of this journey. This chapter decides whether English becomes part of your life or stays only as a dream. Many learners start learning English with strong motivation. They feel excited, they watch videos, they study hard for a few days. Then something happens. Life gets busy, they feel tired, motivation disappears, and English stops again. This is why motivation fails. Motivation is a feeling. Feelings change. Some days you feel excited, some days you feel lazy, some days you feel confident, some days you feel afraid. If your English depends on motivation, your progress will stop and start again and again. This creates frustration. You feel like you are always beginning from zero. Now let me tell you the truth that changes everything. Fluency does not come from motivation. Fluency comes from consistency. Consistency means doing small things every day, even when you do not feel like it. It means continuing even on bad days. It means not stopping. Consistency does not mean studying for hours. Consistency means small daily habits. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, even 2 minutes. Small actions done daily are powerful. Big actions done sometimes are weak. There is a simple rule I want you to remember. No 0 days. A 0 day is a day when you do nothing. Even one English word is better than 0. Even one sentence is better than nothing. This keeps your brain connected to English. Now let me give you a very simple daily plan. This plan is easy. This plan is realistic. This plan works. First, 10 minutes of thinking in English. Think about your day. Think about your plans. Think about your feelings. No pressure, no grammar, just thoughts. Second, 10 minutes of speaking. Speak alone. Speak in front of a mirror. Speak about your routine. Speak about your day. Speak slowly. Mistakes are okay. Third, 10 minutes of listening. Listen to simple English, short videos, clear speech. Repeat 1 or 2 sentences. That is it, 30 minutes a day. If you cannot do 30, do 15. If you cannot do 15, do 5. The time is not the most important part. The habit is. Here's the emotional truth I want to share with you. 1 year from now, you will thank yourself. Imagine yourself speaking English confidently. No fear, no stress. Words flow naturally. You understand, you respond, you smile. Imagine talking to people without translating in your head. Imagine watching English videos without panic. Imagine expressing your thoughts clearly. This future is possible. It is not far. It is built day by day. Let me give you a strong future vision. You wake up. English feels normal. You speak without fear. You make mistakes, and you smile. English is no longer a subject. It is a tool. It is part of you. And it all starts with one decision: to be consistent. Not perfect, just consistent. Now let me smoothly move to the final message. If this video helped you understand English in a new way, do not let this moment pass. Subscribe to the channel for more simple and powerful English lessons. Like this video so more learners can find it. Comment below and tell me one habit you will start today. Remember this, fluency is not magic. Fluency is a habit. Start today, stay consistent, and your English will change forever.
If this video helped you understand how English fluency really works, do not stop here. This is just the beginning of your journey. Learning English is not about one video. It is about daily practice, daily habits, and daily improvement. And this channel is here to support you every step of the way. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a simple and clear English lesson. Every video is designed for learners like you, especially beginners who want real progress without fear or stress. Like this video so more English learners around the world can find it and learn together with you. Now, I want you to take one small action. Comment below and tell me which habit you will start today. Will you think in English? Will you speak to yourself? Will you listen every day? Writing your decision makes it real. Remember, fluency is not magic. It is not talent. It is a daily habit. Start today, stay consistent, and one day you will look back and be proud of yourself. Your English can change, and it starts right now.